Good morning, race fans. Welcome to the NASCAR Report. I'm your host, Tyler White. Thanks for joining us today as we get you ready for the race weekend. But first, let's start you off with a look at today's top story. Danica Patrick and Kurt Busch will be swapping crew chiefs next week at Texas. Daniel Knos will be Danica Patrick's crew chief. Tony Gibson will be Kurt Busch's crew chief. Daniel Knos helped guide Kurt Busch to a win at Martinsville in March, breaking a 3-year winless streak for the 2004 champion. And Tony Gibson helped guide Danica Patrick to win a pole for last year's Daytona 500, the first woman ever to win a pole for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. So a great call on Stewart-Haas Racing on swapping crew chiefs. I believe Daniel Knos, will be a great crew chief for Danica Patrick. I believe he will help Danica be a better driver, and Daniel Knos will also help Danica Patrick become the first woman ever to win a race in all of NASCAR history. As for Tony Gibson, I believe he's a great fit for Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch works better with old school crew chiefs. In 2004, he won the championship with Jimmy Finning, who is a veteran in our sport, and Tony Gibson is another veteran in our sport. He won 3 championships as a mechanic, 1992 with Alan Quickie, and 1998 and 2001 with Jeff Gordon. So I believe that's going to be a combination to watch out for in 2015, and I believe they will be a serious threat for the 2015 championship. That's my bold prediction. Alright, before we get any further in our show, I want to send a special shout out to some of the loyal viewers of this show. That would be my good friends that play on the senior girls and the senior boys basketball teams for the Shirley Blue Devils at Shirley High School right here in Shirley, Arkansas. They played St. Joe Tuesday night, which I was on hand to sing the national anthem before the game. The senior girls won by 10 points. The senior boys won by 30 points. So a special congratulations goes out to all my good friends that play on the basketball teams for the Shirley Blue Devils here in Shirley, Arkansas. All of y'all played awesome. All of you did great. It was such an honor to sing the national anthem before the game. It always is an honor to sing right before all of you play. Just keep playing the way y'all played Tuesday night and go win the Arkansas State Championship. Let's go, Blue Devils! Alright, let's get you ready for the race weekend, folks. We're heading out to Martinsville Speedway, NASCAR's oldest and shortest track in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. The weekend kicks off today with the Kroger 200 on Fox Sports 1 for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Coverage begins with the setup at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Central Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Time. 3 drivers to watch out for today. Matt Crafton, he won here in March. I believe he has a very good shot at winning today, a very good shot at sweeping Martinsville, and a very good shot at holding on to his points lead. Darrell Wallace Jr., he won this race last year, becoming the second African-American to win a NASCAR race. Today he will be running the number 34 in honor of the first African-American to win a NASCAR race. That would be Wendell Scott. I believe Darrell Wallace Jr. has a very good shot at winning today's race and repeating history. Cole Custer, who is the youngest winner in all of NASCAR history, at 16 years old, he won a few weeks ago at New Hampshire. I believe he has a very good shot at repeating history today. And tomorrow, it's the 7th race in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, and also the first race in the chase for the Eliminator Round. The Goodies Headache Relief Shot 500 on ESPN. Coverage begins with NASCAR Countdown at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Central Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Time. 4 drivers to watch out for tomorrow. Kevin Harvick, he won the spring race in 2011. I believe he has a very good shot at winning the race tomorrow. And he's also a nationwide championship. He's won 2 nationwide championships, but he's never won a Sprint Cup championship. So I believe he has a good shot at winning this race tomorrow and putting himself in position to win the his first Sprint Cup championship. Denny Hamlin, he's a 4-time winner at Martinsville. This is also his home track. He grew up in nearby Chesterfield. I believe he's been pretty quiet this season, but I believe he has a good chance to break the silence and put himself in position to win his first championship in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Jeff Gordon, this is his best track, folks. He's won here 8 times. I believe he has a good shot at getting win number 9 at Martinsville, the 93rd win of his career, and the 5th win this season, and putting him in position to win his 5th NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. And another guy to watch out for, Ryan Newman, Mr. Consistency. He's not won a race this year, but he won here in 2012. So I believe he has a good shot at getting his first win this season and putting himself in position to win his first NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. Our most memorable moment, 2004, in such a tragic day. Victory Lane was canceled as we all found out that 10 people were killed in a Hendrick Motorsports plane crash 7 miles from the Blue Ridge Airport in Virginia. The following week, the drivers of Hendrick Motorsports returned to the track at Atlanta in one of the most emotional wins as Jimmy Johnson took the lead from Mark Martin with 3 laps to go to pick up the victory. All Hendrick Motorsports drivers and team owners went to Victory Lane that day and turned their hats backwards in honor of one of the fallen members of that plane crash, Ricky Hendrick, who traditionally wore his hat backwards, and now is a tradition at Hendrick Motorsports after the race for drivers to turn their hats backwards in Victory Lane in honor of Ricky Hendrick. I'll tell you what, and that was such an emotional moment at Atlanta when Jimmy Johnson won that race. And I'll tell you what, we've seen this so many times. A week after tragedy, triumph. And this is part of the reason that makes NASCAR such one of the true great American sports. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. The only true American sport out there is NASCAR racing. Baseball may be our national pastime, but NASCAR is America's sport. Alright, let's get you ready for the race weekend. Let's keep continuing that streak. Let's look at the weather forecast, I should say, courtesy of Fox 21-27 in Roanoke. As you remember, here in March, we had the truck race rained out, so we had doubleheader Sunday, but the forecast is looking way far different. Today, lots of sunshine and a high of 72, a beautiful American day. And another beautiful American day tomorrow with lots of sunshine and a high of 71, beautiful fall-like weather in Martinsville. If you're heading out to the race either today or tomorrow, we hope you have a great time. Enjoy this fall-like weather. I'll tell you what, it's looking beautiful. Martinsville, short track. Expect lots of bumping, beating, banging, and tempers flaring. At Charlotte, we saw the Jerry Springer show break loose between Brad Keselowski and Matt Kenseth. Last year in the truck race, we saw Kevin Harvick and Ty Dillon. We saw tempers flare between both of those drivers. And in March, we saw blood boil between Kurt Busch and Brad Keselowski. Expect to see the same tomorrow. Expect to see a lot of angry drivers tomorrow. Alright, that is our show today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tyler White. We'll be back here Monday to recap the race, look at the point standings, show you what you can expect. If there are any new developments going on in the world of NASCAR, we will be right here to let you know about them. Until then, this is Tyler White reminding you, for you to do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. We will see you next time on the NASCAR Report, everybody. Have a great day.